Hello, hello. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. How about a new mini lesson today? But first, let me give you a hint what it will be about. Okay, there's the first one. Second one. What are you thinking right now? What could this be? Well, yes, plane safely makes emergency landing on Minnesota Freeway. Yes, that really happened. So before we listen to it, let's check some vocabulary first. So some phrases that you will hear. Ended up, or to end up. So that's a phrasal verb. Footage, narrowly dodged, to narrowly dodge. Side swiping, to sideswipe. Skids, to skid. Paid off, to pay off. So what do these mean? So the first one, that phrasal verb. To end up is about a final place or some kind of result. So let's say that you started your evening in a restaurant, but the end of the night was a party. So you can say, well, on Saturday night we ended up at a party. So that was your final destination. Example sentence: after all that discussion about food, we ended up at a great Mexican place. That's a good decision. Mexican food is really good. Footage is about film and recording. So this is some captured or recorded images that someone has. There's a lot of footage of him dancing on the tables last night. Well, somebody had a good time. Narrowly dodged. So first, the adjective of narrow is the opposite of wide. So narrowly is an adverb. To dodge, as a verb, is to avoid something, and you're moving very quickly to avoid this thing. It's usually something negative. So with his ninja skills, he narrowly dodged getting punched in the face. Maybe that was the table dancing guy. Who knows? So sideswiping. This is connected to traffic and accidents, collisions. When two vehicles are going in the same direction and they hit each other, or one hits the other from the side. So the drunk driver sideswiped 3 cars as he drove out of the parking lot. Again, maybe that's the table dancing guy. And skids, to skid. This is also driving. When you use the brakes too much and the rubber from the tires, you can see it in the road. The footage of the accident shows that as the plane skids to a stop, it started to rain. And the last one, paid off. This isn't actually about money, although it could be, but this context, it does not. This is about having a good result to something, something that's worth doing. Or we can make it negative, and if something doesn't pay off. But I'll use it in the positive. Studying wine really paid off for her when she had to choose the wine at her company dinner. Okay, so are you ready to listen to this story? So as you listen, some things to think about. What do you think the pilot was thinking? What was going on in his mind? And if you had been driving on the freeway, how would you have reacted? Okay, so this particular article is, by the way, from NPR, National Public Radio, and this was in December of 2020. So, here we go. It's safe to say that when Craig Gifford pulled out his single-engine plane for a ride earlier this week, he hadn't been planning on Minnesota's 35W freeway for his landing strip. Still, that's exactly where he ended up, and state officials have footage of the emergency landing outside St. Paul, in which no one was injured. Video of the incident shows Gifford's Bellanca Viking plane narrowly dodging 2 vehicles before sideswiping an SUV as the aircraft skids to a stop. It remains unclear what caused the emergency landing, but luckily Gifford, the 52-year-old Minneapolis resident identified by authorities as the pilot, was better equipped than most to handle the unexpected Wednesday night. The Minnesota Department of Transportation said it was impressed by the pilot's effort to #zippermerge from above. Experimental Aircraft Association spokesman Dick Napinski told the Associated Press that Gifford is a competitive aerobatic pilot who has represented the U.S. in international competition. He even has a bronze from the team's flight in the 2017 World Aerobatic Championships in South Africa. Craig has been flying general aviation aircraft his entire life and has over 4,500 hours in dozens of different types of aircraft, according to the International Aerobatic Club. Pilots are trained to deal with emergency engine problems and things like that if you have to make an emergency landing, Napinski told AP, Associated Press. And so the combination of that training and certainly Gifford's aerobatic training really paid off in this situation. The driver of the SUV that was sideswiped, Brittany Urich, was uninjured, but she told the Star Tribune that she has a thorough appreciation of just how close she came to danger. Lucky isn't the right word, she told the newspaper, but I do feel like it was a miracle that we all survived and none of us got hurt. She described Gifford as kind and apologetic. I'm so thankful that out of all the planes that could have hit me, it was him, Urich told the Tribune. Federal authorities have opened an investigation into the incident. So, what do you think about the story? The plane landing on the road. Wow, interesting. So, another task for you is to go back and listen again and answer these questions. What was the reason for the landing? How many people went to the hospital? What did the pilot win in 2017? And Brittany Urich describes the pilot as being blank and blank. So, thank you so much for listening, watching, maybe learning some new vocabulary today, and you learned kind of an interesting news story. So I will ask, as you need to here on YouTube, give a like to this video, follow me here on, of course, social media, subscribe here, and my social media, I've got Twitter and Instagram. Those links are here on the page. So thank you again so much, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.